Good afternoon, Mr. Muller, for the State of New Hampshire.
All right, the defendant appears pro se.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I have the file?
I just had it.
This is not it, is it?
No.
Well, this is a preliminary hearing, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
If the parties are ready to proceed.
Thank you, sir. The state calls Officer Jared McGuire.
I just had that.
Sir, you can have a seat.
Is that it? Under your book, Judge? No, on the right there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sir, please remain standing, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the pain and penalties of perjury.
I do.
Please be seated.
Sir, you can have a seat. You don't need to stand.
I really wanted to have a little chat with you man to man before we get started and find out what's going on.
Sir, I'm not allowed to have ex-parte communication with the parties involved in the case. This is a hearing. We gave you
This
a
is
chance.
administrative in nature. I'm an idiot before this court. I don't understand legalese or the customs of the legal society. And I evoke common law, and I require a court of record and a trial by jury. I'm here to settle any claims before the court, any man making a claim. I require them to come forward and speak now and verify their claim, and I'll settle up. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to be here.
Sir, this is a preliminary hearing. Are you ready to proceed with a preliminary hearing in this matter?
So I'm a man, I'm an idiot in legalese. I have no idea what's going on here.
You were given the opportunity to apply for counsel. Given that you appear to have some issues with understanding what's happening, would you like to apply for counsel now?
Is there a man making a claim before this court?
Sir, I'm not in a position to provide legal advice to the parties before the court. Would you like to apply for counsel so you can get legal advice?
Sir, I'm a man in common law. I'm here to settle a claim before the court. If there's a man making a claim, I'm here to settle it. If there is no man to make a claim, then I require the case discharged.
Mr. Mueller.
Your Honor, just to say that the state would ask to go forward with the charge as plaintiff's brought against the peace and dignity of the state of New Hampshire.
All right.
At this point,
You
we're
may
going to
proceed
set
to examine the witness.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Officer McGuire, M-A-G-U-I-R-E.
Mr. McGuire, what is your first name?
Jared. Sorry.
Now, Mr. McGuire, how are you employed?
I'm employed by the city of Manchester as a police officer
How long have you been so employed?
since 2008.
Okay. To which division are you assigned?
Currently the patrol division.
And what shift do you work?
Right now I work the midnight shift.
All right. Were you on duty on May 11th of this year?
Yes, I was.
At approximately 3:27 a.m., sir, what drew your attention?
One of our partner officers had made a motor vehicle stop in the center city.
Okay. Did you go to that location?
I did. I backed up that officer at the location of Bridge Street and Elm Street.
Okay. When you arrived, sir, what did you observe?
As I arrived, the officer who made the initial stop was just approaching the vehicle to speak to the driver or the occupants. I approached the vehicle from the passenger side of the vehicle, and I observed a firearm sitting on the back seat, behind the driver's seat on the back seat floor.
Okay. And what can you tell us about the placement of the firearm in that location?
The placement was directly behind the driver's seat. It was leaning up against the driver's seat. The muzzle was facing down. It was in a black holster, and it was in a position that would lead myself to believe that it had just recently been placed there because it was standing up.
Okay. What happened next, Officer McGuire?
At that point, I asked the occupants of the vehicle who owned the firearm.
How did they reply, sir?
I'm sorry?
How did they reply?
They refused to answer the question.
Okay. Were you eventually able to identify the operators of the motor vehicle?
Yes, we were.
Who would you identify them as being, sir?
The passenger was a Daniel Stewart. and the driver was a Ghislaine Breton.
Do you recognize Mr. Breton here in the courtroom today?
Yes, I do.
Please mind describe what he's wearing.
He's standing to your left. He's wearing jeans and a collared shirt.
Your Honor, ask the record reflect that the witness identified the defendant.
Only person at the defense table.
Thank you. Who was the driver of the motor vehicle, sir?
The individual in the driver's seat was the gentleman standing to your left.
Okay. Did you have a conversation with Mr. Stewart about the firearm?
I did not know.
Okay. Are you aware if any officers had a conversation with Mr. Stewart about the firearm?
I am not aware, no.
Okay. Did you have a conversation with Mr. Breton about the firearm?
Yes, I spoke to Mr. Breton.
Okay. What do you have to tell you, sir?
He ultimately told me that he did not place the firearm in the location it was found.
Okay. Did he offer you any information as to who placed the firearm in that location?
He did not.
Okay. Was the firearm taken into custody?
Yes, it was, sir.
Okay. And what type of firearm was it, sir?
It was a black and silver Springfield Armory XD 45.
Okay. And what was the condition of the firearm in terms of being loaded?
There were 13 rounds. It's a 45 caliber firearm. There were 13 rounds in the magazine with 1 round in the chamber for a total of 14 rounds.
Okay. Did you record the serial number off the firearm?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Prior to today's hearing, you had an opportunity to review the criminal record of Mr. Breton.
Yes, I did, sir.
And what, if anything, caught your attention, sir?
According to his record, back in 2004, I believe October 4th, 2004, out of Merrimack Superior Court, he was convicted of 2 felonies.
Okay. Do you recall what those felonies were, sir?
One was witness tampering, and another one was something to prevent of improper influence.
Based upon all this information, sir, what action was taken?
Based on all the information given to us at the time, he was placed on arrest for felony possession of a firearm.
How did you determine he was in possession of that firearm, sir?
Based on the location of the firearm to him, as well as him being in possession of the vehicle itself.
Okay. Thank you, Officer McGuire. I have no further questions for you at this time.
Sir, if you have any questions to ask the officer, you can.
Sir, I'm an idiot before this court. I have no idea what's going on. Is this the man that's accusing me of something? Is he the plaintiff? Will the plaintiff appear today?
Sir, I'm not in a position to provide you with legal advice. If you have no questions, I'll let the officer step down.
I have a question. Will the plaintiff appear today?
Sir, I'm not in the position to give you legal advice. Do you have any questions for the witness?
Is this a court of record?
It is a court of record.
It is a court of record?
Yes, sir. It's being recorded right now.
Being recorded is not a court of record. A court of record proceeds under common law. Is this court proceeding under common law? I'm a man, I'm revoking common law, and I'm not going to consent to...
Sir, I'm not going to be engaging you in a legal dissertation as to the legal authorities under which the court operates.
I just have one question. Will the plaintiff appear? Is the plaintiff here today?
Sir, I'm not going to be providing you with legal advice.
That's interesting.
I take it you have no questions for this individual.
Sir, I've said to you man to man, I'm before this court, I'm an idiot, I don't understand legalese, I don't understand the customs of the legal society, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm here to settle a claim. If there is no claim, I require this case discharged.
You may step down. Thank you, sir.
State rest. Thank you, sir.
Sir, you have the opportunity but not the obligation to offer any evidence. Do you wish to offer any evidence?
I'm here to settle a claim.
I'll take the matter under advisement. I'm going to take a short recess.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please rise.